What's up, everybody? So, here's Crow. Probably, possibly, the better character of part 2 of the collaboration for Persona. Let me know what you think about that. But with the difficulties that I've ran into with Violet after seeing how the actual counter mechanic works and, you know, the rate at which it works or doesn't work, you know, and looking back at everything, this guy's definitely the way to go. You know, it's not like part of his kit is locked behind a gimmick that might or might not work, or might only work at a super, super low chance. This is a solid character. He's non-elemental damage, and he manages to get great damage up there. And there is ways to overcome his healing issue. Even right now, I only have him at 73 out of 108 because obviously I was messing around with the other character. Was really curious about counter. Word's still out on that. But this guy, I'm happy that I chose his item as the one paid item that I could get. Because the more I ran Violet, the more I realized that, like, her paid weapons are kind of worthless. Their ability, I mean, the one that gives you come back to life once, that's cool. You know, this thing at least has what, haste on it? Yeah, it has continuous haste, plus it'll give a huge stat buff if, you know, you get low on health. And it just has decent stats, but really I want it for the haste so that I don't have to, like, you know, I don't have to give the character haste and pay a bunch of SC for that. So to me, that's worth it, especially for a good statted item. But both of hers, you know, the main like ability on them is, you know, 20% more damage to your counter, which you can get 75% more if you just equip an axe. And the other one is take 20% less damage while countering. The problem is that's damn near worthless because when counter goes off, it almost never happens. It's 1 out of 10 attacks you will counter. So it'll almost never go off. Not worth it. And she has like half her kit locked behind counter going off. Not worth it. I think the second item they made for her should have been, you know, plus some chance to counter. They need to actually increase her counter chance. Because if you want to do that right now, to my knowledge, you have to run a 3 or 4 star item on her that just increases your counter chance, and it's just kind of a waste of an accessory slot. So, long story short, I am glad, for whatever reason, I went with Crow's Mask on the spot, right? I didn't get his other item because it's the pistol. As far as I'm concerned, that pistol instantly gets replaced with the Trisla pistol. Or wait. No, I'm going crazy. That's right. This guy... I was thinking about her if she had to use the Trisla pistol. Sorry. No, this guy doesn't care about resistance. He would not care about the Trisla pistol. The Imperial Revolver is what I'm talking about. I'm just using this because it's going to give him a good strength boost right off rip. And Cajun's Longsword, again, just a sword, and it has a nice plus strength on it. And the Blood Ring is just because I'm soloing, right? We also took something else to supplement this guy's hit points, right? But pretty basic, easy to build. We cut out the crit and we cut out everything that scales off of crit, right? And just went for straight damage. What is it called? Moon Blade? No, come on. Come on now. Moon Saber, not Moon Blade. We're going to go ahead and put Moon Saber on us because this is a very easy way for this guy to be able to heal himself. Plus, of course, I'm wearing the Blood Ring, so he's going to get some healing off his basic attacks from that. Which is okay because they didn't give this guy a bad basic attack to go off of. So it works out pretty well for him. He has that little lunge. His basic attack has a little bit of a reach. Like, man, I really didn't want to use my arc right at the beginning here, but mages are tough. Mages are tough for real. Spells are kind of a big deal for both of these collab characters to overcome. So yeah, we need to be doing basic attacks to actually keep ourselves healed. This is a worst case scenario run here against these mages, so I am going to use Council of 10. If we can get through this, we should be able to actually beat this. Which, mind you, this is a 60 SC character. Gotta get some oh, see, the problem is I try to get some basic attacks in there. I'm like, oh, I can do it for Moonsaber to actually heal me. But then one of their spells instantly goes off. So it is a little bit easier to heal with Proud Force because you're healing off of your ability kit that reaches. But look, with his basic attack, look at all this healing that goes up. All I gotta do is attack one or two of them with one basic attack animation. I'm back up to full health. So there is a very manageable way to heal him. You just have to slice and dice some of your basic attacks in there. Like, here we go. There we go, right back up to full health. You know, even if I only have one target, just because this guy has dual wield, right? Obviously, this doesn't cost that much to keep doing because Moonsaber only costs so many MP to cast. So it's no big deal. It's something that's sustainable. Oh, that S2 doing pretty good damage. Right, and if I do run out of MP, I will still get some healing. I just healed for 500 out of the Vampire Ring. So that is the reason for those things. And it's because I don't have a healer here, so I'm soloing, no Proud Force. This is the answer to that. It's a pretty cheap answer too. I could just use Moonsaber for all my healing. I could swap out my accessory for something more powerful, you know. But this is alright. That way, if I get into a tight spot where I cannot cast Moonsaber on myself, I still have some basic healing in my attack. See, there we go. It's not much, but it does add up. But the Moonsaber stack is way better. It is like instant full health. Like, there we go. Full health. Full health. Staying at 8,000. So yeah, I think the Proud Force thing is easy to get around for, you know, how much more damage you are getting, and it's consistent damage too. This guy's damage isn't going to bounce around like critical damage does. You know, they're going to be... Oh man, that's right. I haven't been using Treacherous Intent. I've been forgetting. Yeah, we want it on the robot. Those things are definitely nasty. And it is obviously nice to be able to ignore. See, I would want to actually get my health back. So yeah, we needed that to cast. Yeah, it is nice that, you know, nobody can ignore the element that you're doing, because you're not doing one. I don't know if this guy just shoots lasers out of his little ray gun. But great healing just off the basic attack. Oh, that's right. I took the stun resist off of him, or feint resist, or whatever it was, and swapped it out for like Savage Strike. So that was a risk that we were going to take, but I think we'll pull through. That is why we brought that summon. So definitely want to deal with the robot. I think Moonsaber wore off already while I was knocked out. There we go. Yeah, especially if I can hit 2 targets with it, it's like insta full life. I don't even have to wait for the whole attack animation if I can hit multiple targets. So, pretty viable, right? I still have 93 MP to be able to, you know, throw that ability over and over again if I want to. I forget exactly how many SC it costs. It's not that much. I think Moonsaber's like, what, 4 SC to bring with you? You know, the ring takes up an accessory slot, obviously. But you can get a lot of this healing just from the Moonsaber. So I think that's 4 SC well spent on this guy. If you're soloing, obviously if you have a healer, have your healer put that on them, because a lot of healers have an ability to make their buffs last longer. So you wouldn't have to reapply it as often. But I think he's doing just fine. We don't even have to worry about that. He could pretty much just smash all these fools. His kit does recharge quickly. He actually has something in there that gives everybody else -5 and, you know, increases his SCT recovery speed. So he makes everybody else go a little bit slower so he can go faster. So it's kind of funny. It's not really applying here because we're soloing. Alright, where is the soldier, a medic, and a superior? We're going to cast on the superior. Get our Moonsaber up. It's nice to already have a special. Get up to full health with a basic attack. I think they did interrupt our Moonsaber though. There we go. Oh. Oh no. Oh, we just hit some bad luck, yo. We got knocked the fuck out. And all these characters have resistance to that, but you see how well that worked. Well, he snapped out of it pretty quick. We're back up to full health because we did hold on to our Moonsaber. Right. Boom. Who do we want to target? The superior can wait. We always got to go for that goddamn medic first. And again, this guy has, you know, pretty good special damage too. I don't think he gets a special as fast as Violet, but he's got Violet beat everywhere else right now. As long as the whole counter mechanic isn't really worked out, or if they just leave it the way that it is, I'm fairly confident that yes, this guy has her beat, just because counter doesn't really work that well. So far. Forgot to keep up on that and actually started taking some damage. So yeah, obviously I'm weaving in some basic attacks. You can easily get your MP back from doing the same thing. It's going to cost you some SC though. Goddess tier, I think, or Goddess Kiss. It was Goddess Kiss. So I don't think that'll be an issue for him, right? But just, you know, obviously when you play this guy, if he's keeping himself healed, you're going to have to remember that you need to use his basic attack in between some of his crazy kit to start getting your hit points back. Now, healers can still heal him, but you're going to get that healing cut in half if you're taking his full damage cap. He can choose to leave that out, but I would take it. I would take it. You're still going to be getting healed by thousands. Also, he's not doing much with his MP, right? He really isn't. I actually thought about putting, what is it called, Celestial Mass on him, where you use 3 MP to cut your damage that you're taking by half, to make up for the fact that he can't heal. Because what else is this guy doing with his MP? You can do whatever you want with it. You can turn it into more damage, or you can turn it into you taking way less damage and being more easily sustained with hit points. You know, since you're getting less healing from healers, but I think it can easily be overcome, just like we're doing here. We're doing just fine. This dude's about to break. Break's not bad. The one good thing that his other weapon does have is break plus 50%. This guy has a decent break on him already in his kit without adding breaker or anything to it, right? But the gun would set it off, but I don't think it's worth it for that. I really don't. Are we still going after the medic? No. Because if the boss is broken, let's target him. And let's throw our S4 in there. I think he should be able to cap for maybe like 50, 60,000 with this. I don't have anything to increase his special damage, but he does great special. Again, I think Violet's charge is faster, but hey, what are you going to do? It's still nice to have to throw just to get that extra damage out of there. Non-elemental damage, highly applicable damage, good damage, right? You're already milking an amazing kit. You got a basic attack that's, you know, above average. There's an extra hit in there, I'm sure. It's got a pretty good animation. It's got some decent reach. We've seen much, much worse for basic attacks. Yeah, all in all. And then you have the kit. The kit is just great. Tons of damage. Non-elemental. I dig these laser things. You know, this bomb that he blows up. All this purple energy stuff he's got flying around. These little orbs. I dig it. It's non-elemental. And I think they work great. They're cast and go. You can get interrupted or hit by a spell right afterwards, and your purple thing is still going to go off and, you know, do damage to people. And, you know, while that S3 is up, you can start doing your basic attack. I've seen his basic attack go off and him get a bunch of healing while that is still off. Like right here, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to try to basic attack to heal. Look at that. I was at like 200 hit points, and now I'm at full health just from that one basic attack. And I charged it up. You know, I'll wait till I hit with one of these abilities, and then I'll hit with the basic attack. So we can get that in there, and it doesn't do bad. Right? And most of these guys are soldiers. Let's see, what's our stat right now? They're soldiers. They're a melee-based class. He's running around with 3608 strength. That's pretty damn good for an underwhelming character that really has no business being in here. This is a 60 SC character, level 57. Right. Still plenty of stuff to get in his kit. And this is God mode. This is God mode content. So I figured if any of these new characters could beat it, it would be him, pretty much straight out of the box. Right, this would have been him in 30 minutes if I had the resources to, you know, level him up and feed the crystals into him. So it is nice to see him just perform, the damage starting to come through. And yeah, I have a feeling he's going to make it through here. Look at all this awesome healing. The S1 is spammable, and he jumps back and forth in it. He kind of stays out of danger with it. I dig it. The S3 absolutely is awesome. Wish the range was a little bit bigger on it, but I get it. I get it. It's concentrated, and it does hold the enemies there, and it does damage to them for a second. And obviously the character gets free, and he can start doing a basic attack, right, and proc all this amazing healing if you set him up like that. And I like the S2. The S2 actually has more range around it than the S3. I think. Or you know what, that might have been for Violet. I'm not sure. I'm not in the best position to test that. We just wasted this fool's break. I just couldn't get to it. I just want to deal with the medic. Because I know he's healing all of them. Should have kept healing himself, though. Alright, only hitting for 30,000 with that cap. With our 3,500 strength. Consistent damage, though. And that kit is charging quick. That S1, he gets that thing all the time. The S3, the 2. Yeah, it's a good fast charging kit, definitely. I don't have anything on him that's really increasing his SCT. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh, look at that. We actually might want to use Moonsaber. They started making a comeback real quick. So we just attack him once and go back up to full health. Okay, yeah, it's Violet that has the S2 that has more reach, I think. I still like the purple laser things. I think the hit count on the S2 is pretty good. The damage is definitely better on the S2. I think it actually has... It might have increased the damage cap. Yeah, I think that's his S2. So I dig it. I like throwing that thing around. It has some range too. So I could see this guy doing good at the ogre level with the birds. Because he could, you know, run away from them. Like, yeah, the S1, you have to be on their level. But the S2 has a little bit of reach. S3, you can run diagonal from somebody and drop these abilities. And they're going to cast, they're going to go off, they're going to hit. So that's going to make all the difference in the world in a level like that. So I anticipate he'll do good. He is definitely probably going to be the more sought-out character from the part 2. You know, after the dust settles and people actually get to start to test counter. Because if there is some counter cheese, it's probably some item that I'm not seeing. So maybe like something in the God Forge or something godly that most players aren't going to have access to be able to make Violet perform. Or, I mean, maybe they just need to fix counter, or they just maybe need to fix one of her paid items to actually increase counter chance, right? That's worth haste all day. I would even chip in to get that item. As it stands right now, though, I can't go after any paid items that really don't proc like 90% of the time. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So I am happy that I got one of Crow's items instead. Just went with haste. It was a safe bet, and I'm pretty damn happy with it now. It paid off. So this is Crow. He did manage to win. We cleared it. It's the first God content Crow has cleared with his 60 SC having ass. So nowhere to go but up from here. We are going to be doing something with him because, well, non-elemental. And I think there's definitely crazy damage potential here. Oh, successful. Thank you. Thank you for testing me, Miss Paz. However you want to say your name. But yeah, so I think he's awesome. He is a good character, and you know he's probably the stronger one right now till we get this whole counter fiasco figured out. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I missed anything and what I missed, and have an awesome day or night wherever the hell you're at, whenever the hell you're at. People back in time, hi. I'm just kidding. It's like 4 in the morning here, guys. I'm like tired myself. But, you know, I had to give a shout out to the time travelers out there. I'm traveling through time at the speed of time. Later, everybody.